Good morning and welcome to today's edition of the Sugar City Morning Show. It's a pleasure to bid you good morning and to send our best regards wherever you may be watching us. I know that a lot of people watch our program way across our borders. In other words, people who live in the United States, people who live in Australia, I gather, and watch our show. And we send our best regards to all of these people. Obviously, we cannot forget all the people watching us here locally in Belize, and in particular Orange Walk. We send our best regards this morning and our best wishes for not only for today, but for the whole of this week. Buenos días, compañeros. Un gran gusto saludarles. Son las 7 de la mañana con 3 minutos y hoy es el 12 de junio. Perdón, hoy es el 12 de junio y les envío mis más atentos y cordiales saludos a ustedes. Hace ratito hice mención de que de lo que entendemos que mucha gente nos ve nuestro programa en vivo de lugares tan lejos como Australia. Y sabemos que en los Estados Unidos nos ven regularmente y que a base regular y que muchas personas en otros países también lo hacen, y les envío atentos saludos, pero aquí en Belice no podemos olvidar a todas las personas que nos ven, buenos días y un gran gusto saludarles. Como siempre, vamos a empezar nuestro programa hoy por la mañana con una oración, dándole gracias a ese Señor ahí arriba que nos da la vida, que nos da la salud, que nos da las fuerzas, que nos da todo. Bueno, eso es según mi creencia. Eso, siempre lo he explicado, eso me da paz a mí. Como van avanzando los años, te das cuenta que lo importante es tener paz en tu vida. Y entonces tienes que formular o amoldar tus pensamientos para que tengas paz en tu vida. Porque no puedes tener tanta polémica en tu fe y tener paz. Así que tienes que pensar seriamente acerca de eso. Lo que necesitas es paz en tu corazón, paz contigo mismo, paz con tu Dios y paz con las demás personas. Eso es súper importante. Padre, te doy las gracias porque hoy me das la vida, me das la salud, me das las fuerzas. Con eso, Padre, yo chambeo y logro conseguir bienestar. Gracias por mis familiares, por mis amistades, por mis compañeros de trabajo, Padre, por mi empleo. Gracias por todo esto que nos das. Gracias por ese amor eterno que tienes para con nosotros. Gracias por tu perdón, tu gracia, tu misericordia. Gracias por todo, Padre. Yo reconozco que todo lo que sucede en mi vida es por una razón. No puedo explicar por qué sucede, pero mi trabajo no es explicarlo. No tengo ningún derecho de preguntarlo, pero lo que sí tengo una responsabilidad es preguntar para qué sucedió esto. ¿Cómo puedo yo sacarle beneficio a esto? Padre, muchas gracias por todo. Te pido que nos continúes dando salud, sabiduría, fuerzas, fortaleza. Te pido, Padre, como siempre, para aquellas personas que están pasando por tiempos difíciles. Aquellas personas enfermas, aquellas personas que están en sus casas, solitas, deprimidos, no sabiendo qué hacer. En los hospitales solos, sin cuidado alguno de sus familiares, por aquellas personas, Padre, que están en las calles, y aquellos padres y madres que están batallando solos por sus hijos. Guíalos, Padre, ayúdalos. Es difícil, bastante difícil, especialmente cuando quieres hacer un trabajo bueno. Los retos nunca terminan, nunca, jamás. Pero yo veo un reto simplemente como una forma de mejorarme a mí mismo y hacer un cambio en la vida de las personas alrededor de mí. Padre, te pido que continúes bendiciéndonos todos y que tengamos una bonita semana, que tengamos éxito en todo lo que hacemos y que empecemos de pensar más en otras personas en vez de solo en nosotros mismos, en el yo. Padre, te bendecimos, te glorificamos, te adoramos siempre. Amén. Good morning. If you've just joined us, it's exactly 8 minutes after 7 o'clock. Si nos acabas de sintonizar, son las 7:08. Y this is the general weather forecast. Manda Daniel midla de monta June. And I realized that we've been having some scorching days. And I remember last week it was all the way up to 102 degrees. Felt like, God knows, felt like 200. An obvious exaggeration, but the point is that we had some terrible, hot and humid days. And I know that July, the temperature tends to go down a bit, just slightly. But then August comes in, and good Lord help us. But for June, for today, warm and relatively unstable conditions continue to, I beg your pardon, to dominate our weather. The 24-hour forecast. Sunny with some cloudy spells today and isolated showers or thunderstorms, mostly inland. Doesn't say where inland, but it says inland. Cloudy at times tonight with a few showers and thunderstorms mostly over southern areas. The winds blowing from the east, southeast, 10 to 20 knots, and gusty. The sea state, moderate to rough. The temperatures along the coast, a maximum of 89 degrees and a low of 81 degrees. Inland, in the interior regions, like Orange Walk, a high of 93 degrees and a low of 75 degrees Fahrenheit. In the hills, a high of 82 degrees and a low of 70 degrees Fahrenheit. There is a small craft caution in effect because of the gusty winds and the rough seas. Obviously, like I said, 10 to 20 knots and gusty. And yesterday, good Lord, I mean, there was a stark difference to the previous days because yesterday it was very, very gusty where I was. And I mean, it was nice and cool. And it was a welcome change to all these hot, breezeless days. And it was just pleasant yesterday. I do believe that today is pretty much going to be the same thing. The outlook for Tuesday and for Tuesday night is for partly cloudy skies with isolated showers or thunderstorms except for a few more over the extreme south. There will be a high tide this morning at 11:19. There will be a low tide at 6:36 this evening. There will be another high tide tomorrow morning at 19 minutes before 1 in the wee hours of the morning, and another low at 5:30, but that's a sauté tomorrow morning, 5:30 in the morning. The sun sets today at 6:27, and the sun rises 5:18 tomorrow. The moon rises today at 9:04. Well, but actually, the moon sets, but it has to set first. The moon sets at 10 minutes to 8 today, and then the moon rises today at 4 minutes after 9 o'clock. We want to thank forecaster Gentle for this information. I do believe that Michael is Gentle. He has two words, Gentle Michael. Michael Gentle, I do believe that's his full name. Thank you, Michael Gentle, for this information. And also to all the other persons working at the National Met Service. And you have done a good job with the compilation of with the new web page. And I invite you guys, who are the audience, if you have time to go into hydromet.gov.bz and or simply type in a Google weather forecast, please, and you'll be led immediately to hydromet.gov.bz. and you can go in and you can read the discussions on the weather, and you can see the actually they do have readings on 11 places. In other words, if you want to see current conditions in Tower Hill, which is I think the closest that we'd have here to Orange Rock Town, then you can just very simply go to the page and view it. Buenos días, compañeros. We will reserve the calls for the moment until the second segment. Las condiciones generales, condiciones inestables, están provocando que tengamos tiempo bastante caluroso, y eso está dominando nuestro clima aquí en Belice. Para las siguientes 24 horas, soleado con algunos periodos de nubosidad. Hoy, con chubascos y tormentas aislados en el interior del país. Nublado por momentos hoy por la noche, con algunos chubascos, tormentas, especialmente sobre las áreas del sur del país. Los vientos del este-sudeste, 10 a 20 nudos, con ráfagas más fuertes. Comentaba que ayer teníamos unos vientos bastante fuertes, en exceso de 20 nudos, y que causaba que el día esté bastante fresco. ¿Okay? El estado del mar moderado a súper agitado, obviamente por estos vientos bastante fuertes, y eso está causando que tengamos una nota de cautela para aquellas pequeñas embarcaciones, especialmente aquellos que están sobre el mar alto, en el mar alto. Por favor, tomen mucha precaución, ¿ok? Muchísima precaución, porque los mares pueden estar súper agitados. Las temperaturas, una alta por la costa, 89, y una baja de 81. En el interior del país, una alta de 93 y una baja de 75. Y por las colinas, una alta de 82 y una baja de 70 grados. Se espera que para mañana martes y martes por la noche tengamos cielos parcialmente nublados, con algunos chubascos, tormentas, excepto sobre el sur, donde van a estar viendo un poco más de lo que el resto del país estará viendo. Una marea alta a las 11:19 hoy por la mañana, una marea baja a las 6:36 hoy por la tarde, otra marea alta mañana a la 1 de la mañana menos 19 minutos, y otra marea baja a las 5:30 de la mañana. Y el sol sale hoy a las 6, el sol se oculta hoy a las 6:27 y sale mañana a las 5:18. Es que el reporte fue generado a las 6, así como dice, el sol sale hoy, pues obviamente se está refiriendo a mañana, a las 5:18 minutos. La luna se oculta hoy a las 8 de la mañana menos 10 minutos, pero sale mañana a las 9 hoy la noche a las 9:04 minutos, hoy por la noche. Y le damos las gracias a Michael Gentle por esta información y a todas esas personas que están trabajando en el Met Service. También a nuestros patrocinadores, a todas aquellas personas que hacen posible esta transmisión y este reporte del tiempo. Nuestros patrocinadores, hablando de German Vega, el honorable Gaspar Vega, el señor Eduardo Vega, A&R Enterprises, Derek Gillett Meat Shop, Rapidito Loans, Aqualife Water, Belize Tourist Board, Carl Houston Memorial Hospital, Government of Belize Information Press Office y muchas otras empresas que nos dan apoyo con sus anuncios. Compañeros, vamos a tener una pausa cuando son las 7:17 minutos y estaremos de vuelta tan pronto estos anuncios. No se vayan.
Music is not what I do. Music is who I am. I keep up with what's hip, what's hype, what's now. With my Digicel 4G LTE Advance, I am way ahead of the game. No data in the region can keep up with Digicel 4G LTE Advance. Digicel 4G LTE Advance, up to 5 times the speed, 5 times the rush. You feel me?
The trumpets blow.
Why go anywhere else on vacation when an unforgettable experience awaits you right here in your own backyard? Explore Southern Belize, home to the Cacao Trail, the historically rich Maya, and our illustrious Southern heritage. Satisfy your sweet tooth with a cacao tour, relax by the river, or enjoy a basket weaving demonstration. Stop in for some delicious Southern food. Come and enjoy some good old-fashioned Southern hospitality. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Hello friends, the only place you'll get value for your money is at Rapidito Loans. At Rapidito Loans, you can shop for jewelry, buy, carat, stoner style. A genuine jewelry from us makes the perfect gift for that special someone or a treat for you. Come and check our widest assortments of quality and affordable gold jewelry. And for all those last-minute urgent needs and unexpected bills, you don't have to worry no more. Rapidito Loans is the only quick and reliable solution for all those emergency needs. We provide more and better loans for your gold jewelry. So remember friends, great discount on all gold jewelry. So come in and visit us at Orange Walk Town, number 4 Belize Corozal Road. Rapidito Loans, your number 1 money lending and jewelry center.
This hoe's got Wi-Fi or what? Why you worry about Wi-Fi? We come for party! You only live once. You got to live in the moment and make the most of each time, because once it's gone forever. That's why I love my Digicel 4G LTE mobile data. Hey, you know the Wi-Fi password? I am always connected. I can share my memories with everyone. They always know what's happening. You know who hosts this? You got the Wi-Fi? You don't have to be like Bali here and they try thief Wi-Fi. With Digicel 4G LTE, you can share whatever you want, whenever you want. You never have to wait for Wi-Fi.
The bigger, better network. Digicel.
What? Why not I get Wi-Fi?
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts, such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar-cured ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk, from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Bossa. They see you and know you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Busta. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things, things never run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
And welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's exactly 23 minutes after 7 o'clock. Here's wishing you all the best. It's a Monday morning and it's the beginning of a brand new week. And at this point, I'd like to say good morning and welcome, Checky. Good morning,
Good morning
Checky.
and happy Monday to you and happy Monday to all.
Thank you very much. And how are you doing this morning?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank
Beautiful
you.
day today.
Yeah. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day.
And
I'm
when you
looking at
think
the
already it's a
world,
singer.
and I believe that something is coming your way.
Well, I hope so.
I see you dressed in a full black today, man.
And I'm not in mourning.
So now no kind of intentional.
No, kind of what you call it.
Yeah. Well, let's hope things will come good for most of the folks out there. We know that many people are mourning after all the deaths that have passed between the past months, Emmanuel. We know in Orange Walk here, 2 persons were laid to rest over the weekend, and one was with the shooting in Corozal, and the next one with the young man who
Has
allegedly...
anything surfaced since we had a discussion about it last week?
By and here, and
Has
really,
there been any new discovery, any new
no new
something that
development.
enlightens us as to the reason why, or as to who did it,
Or if they have
anything like that?
somebody.
Or will just be put into history as the police are investigating and
Yep.
and-
That looks like where it's at right now, brother. So not really hear if they have anybody, if they have any suspect. I think I heard them say, well, they had somebody at Corozal, but I'm not sure if that's pertaining to the case of the young man or of the couple that was murdered as well. But not really hear nothing concrete. So we just have to wait and hear.
do we have to wait and hear?
Well, it looks so if we want to hear or call it a wrap. You know, because you remember the families and friends came out looking for those couples, but then I do not feel that they're in a position to come out and to try to find answers or do investigating, you know. So,
I do understand that. I understand.
so, but I made a little error last week and said that the members of the Orange Walk Police Formation was going to be here today, but it's next week Monday
I
because
figured it
next
was
week
the
is
19th.
next week is a
Yes.
police week. So
Yes.
just want to do a correction to that. If folks have been
I
waiting
know
and
you had
looking out for
told me
that.
the 19th. so
Yeah, it's a
I'm
19.
not expecting for them to
Yeah.
be here today.
They're expected to be here next week. But Emmanuel, remember the young man that was shot in Punta Gorda some weeks ago, the musician?
This
Mr.
is all right.
Yeah, Lacer Martinez.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, so far,
Eden's son.
yeah, Eden. Morning, Eden. We understand that, well, we don't hear nothing yet if the person that was on the run have been caught, because speculations that he went over to Guatemala, no? That was speculations. But on, you know, on a little happy note, they will be having a tribute for him in Dandriga. And this is supposed to be spearheaded by the music ambassador of Belize, Mr. Shine Barrow. So that event is coming up. They will be having an award night. An award was given in his name, and it was received by some musicians from Dandriga. I believe it's from the X Band. And they will be having a tribute for him in Punta Gorda, and an award night sometime very soon, no? So he will be remembered by that as well.
That's always good, because you know you lift up the spirits a little bit.
Yeah.
With that. We've had a number of graduations this week.
Why, yes. I
Who
believe
had graduations? Which schools had graduations?
Muffles High School.
Muffles High School.
Yep.
Just like to send congratulations to all the people who graduated, but not only to the people who graduated, but to the teachers. I think that they feel they should, well, I think they do, feel a sense of accomplishment. And it's a beautiful feeling when you see that you have, nurtured these students, and you have encouraged them, and you have prompted them, and you have been the driving force to some of them. And then to see them finally walk up that aisle, walk down that aisle, and walk up back with the diploma in their hands, it must be a hell of a feeling. So I'd like to congratulate the teachers and all the staff, everybody who has had anything to do with the graduations these days.
Y
And the parents,
también a los papás también.
Parents, you can't forget.
Yeah, the parents,
who labor hard for make your,
You know that Mofos High School, usually around lunchtime, we see parents to carry food down school every day, and we know what they have to go through, because when projects comes up, then there is a little time that you have to go into your pocket to take out some money to get things done, right? Mm-hmm. So congratulations to the parents. And
invariably you do have expenses, Kev.
Yeah.
Mom or dad, I want money for science project, I have to carry this, I have to carry the other. Sometimes the parents don't have that extra money, so they have to do some quick decisions. And should I give them the last $10 where I'm supposed to buy beans for tomorrow and give it to them, or what do I do? But believe me, God provides.
That's why the graduates should be appreciative of all those concerns and all those sacrifices, Emmanuel, and not just graduate and say, well, I done. Try to make something good of yourself.
You can't say you're going, in 5 years' time, you can't say you're going to go cut cane.
Yeah.
Because, these are changing times, young men. These are changing times. And believe me, from the looks of it, everything is going to be mechanized now. And the concept of cutting cane a mano, llevándote un día horriblemente cansado y bastante feo, cortando caña, pues no es lo mejor que pudieras hacer. No es lo mejor. Así que yo te pido, te insto que le metas ganas a esta cosa. Échale ganas hasta que logres triunfar.
And as well, the ones that will be going on to further studies, no?
Yes.
I understand BHSC had their graduation over the weekend as well.
They did?
You know what that meant, Joe?
Yes, Trinidad. No?
Yeah, I understand they had their graduation exercises over the weekend as well. You remember one time when you and Dylan was here that Mr. Marlon Queeling was here, the acting president of the Football Association. Well, the election is coming now.
When is it due?
June the 24th.
Which is in 12 days. Okay.
Yeah, last time we have a lot of scuffle this thing, and that's why the election was hold off. And now
my question is, why is it such a coveted title? Why is it, and I say coveted, sound like, but
what does it come with?
Queen of the Bay pageant, but good Lord, if it wasn't so, I would believe, so...
what are the goodies that comes along with it?
Thank you. It was, why is it that they're fighting? Is it because of the influence and the power it carries? Is it because of the financial remunerations of the whole of the position? What is it? Why is it? Talk to me.
Yeah, well, I don't know, but you see, the president there have a lot of opportunity, because remember, Belize is sanctioned by FIFA as well, and we understand a lot of money roll, a lot of opportunities to go out, and sometimes like make you wonder if then people just go for that, or they go for really represent as one president. The former president, Mr. Roberto Vicente, has put up his name again to run, and the acting president, Marlon Queeling, is putting up his name as well. So they will be having for president and for vice president. I don't really got the name of the persons that will be going for the vice president.
Which two people are going for president?
The former president, Mr. Roberto Vicente.
This was the current president or the previous president?
Well, he was the president before Mr. Marlon Queeling was put there to act as president, right? But then that election was called off because of some little misunderstanding. So Roberto is going again for president, and Marlon, the acting president, is going for president as well.
Do you think that at the end of the day it's a battle of egos at this point to see who could do it better?
I believe so. Because when you go in there for win, you have to talk to your members and tell them, look here, this is the way I could present, this is the way I could do, this is the way I could bring to the table. Yeah. So that's how they roll out. You know? So it will be interesting to see if it will happen the same way this time or it will be different from the last time. You know? You heard about the incident in Chunush on Friday evening. Friday evening there was a I don't want to call it battered because the person is deceased at this time.
Oh, police killed a man in Chunush.
Yeah, you hear about that one, right?
And I just saw it in the news.
Yeah, so you could go through that for more and leave it and make Raheem zoom in by because I think I have a little something over there. So we understand that this person just walk around, you know, in the village and pick up a little plastic bottle and pick up things and so feel like make a little living. And but sometimes they say that people are trouble people, but sometimes most of the time they are friends with everybody, right? But then this thing come out Friday evening and they say the man they get trouble and a lot of thing and the police gone there. We understand it was four policemen, right? And this man had a machete. The police claim that he advanced to them with the machete. That's what they claim. You know? But you remember way back, Emmanuel, one time police used to fire shot at people used to shoot them in the foot. You know? So if you have four police and one person with a machete, why is it that they have to kill this person? But we don't know how the law deploys when it comes to those situations, though. But worse than that, Emmanuel, what is alarming, because they showed the building, the shop, and there was bullet holes on the shop and also on the vehicle as well. So what? The police, the fire shot, they must know how to aim their arms to make it not scatter like that. That was shop. Anybody could have been going in the shop and bullet could have hit them. Come on, best.
Well, you threw some stones there. In other words,
But it's real.
It's real. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
real.
You told me about why is it that this man was shot, and you've also told me that they have policemen firing shots and loosely.
Yeah, because if
So those are questions that we need to obviously put a lot of importance on, and to the answers that is. But I didn't know about this case until I read the news a while ago, because on Friday I was busy otherwise. I just saw the headlines and I took a shower, went to take a shower, because normally, I'll be honest with you, when it comes to, and the police shot this one, and the police shot this one, and no, this one was killed, and this other one was killed, it's very depressing.
But I wonder,
it's real, it's the news, what's going on, but I do believe that the way the system works here in Belize is that any news is going to put on the television, and sometimes, for lack of news, a lot of these stories keep on being dragged and dragged and dragged and dragged.
Yeah, because
and only the news editor knows why. But then the effect it has on the public is,
I believe, it's a sensationalization behind it.
They want to sensationalize it, but also, like I said, what we really need here is a news agency that picks up, that develops stories and so forth, and they can sell it to all of these TV stations or whatever, because at the end of the day, we have more news than that, man.
Yeah, we have good news too.
We have more news than that.
But Emmanuel, if the police was called all the way from Chunush to Corozal, from Corozal to go to Chunush, that's a long distance. So if then going there, 4 police officers going there, they must go make them plan before they reach there. Because
they were called in to do what? Because the man was supposed to be aggressive, or
he may give trouble or something.
Let's see what the news says.
Yeah.
He says there were reports of another man that has been killed in Corozal. It's in Chunush, in northeast Corozal. We know where Chunush is, right? Initial reports say he was shot by the police. It happened I think it was on Friday.
Yeah, Friday
And
evening.
information is very sketchy, but reports from the village say that the police were trying to evict the man from the house and that he ran after them with a machete. Police responded with multiple gunshots, the impressions of which can be seen on parked vehicles and wall surfaces. So now I understand what you're telling me. If they were shooting at him, how in the world will other people's walls and other people's vehicles get caught into
And that
this?
wall was a
And
shot.
why would it be just loose shots? So what's going on? Because it could have been people. One of the shots hit the machete man, reportedly died on the spot. The man had apparently been allowed to stay in the house, and then when the owners wanted him out, he didn't want to move. Police were called and deadly force was used in the confrontation. Again, information is very... What do you do in this kind of thing when somebody has been asked to evict a house and does not do it? Do you go there with guns and try to shoot the man?
4 police.
Do you do that? Do you honestly do that? Do you try to perhaps go into some sort of mediation process with him, and even if that's just surround the house and tell him please get out because blah, 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 or I don't know, maybe smoke out like Hamadili, like they would say. I don't know, but I certainly wouldn't think of violence in gunshot and so forth immediately.
Someone lost their life in this situation, Emmanuel.
And does it merit the man being killed? Even though he came out with a machete, but maybe that was his defense. But that doesn't mean that because he came out with a machete that you must kill him.
Well,
What do you think about that?
Well, I have to. The report you have not say how much shot he get, no Joe? Because then if you don't know how much shot he get, then you could have figured out how the guns were fired.
It says one of those shots hit the machete man.
One. Okay. And the others, so other shot, they show a vehicle, was shot made up on a vehicle, plus the shop, but then got shots on the shop as well. So you don't know if he was in that area where those shots were fired.
What do you do? Do you think that the policemen are genuinely defending themselves? You know what I mean?
Well, it could just...
If maybe the machete man was there behind 4 of them, and one man drew a machete. Well, I would think that the sanest thing to do would be to disable him. In other words, shot on my foot.
Yeah.
Can't move. He not got no gun. He not got no gun. He just got a machete, and he can't advance any further to you and pose any further threat to you because he's shot on the leg or the foot or something else. But hey,
and the police supposed to know very well how to use a gun, right? For do that aiming for shoot the man by foot. Even if they run the come, they could do that. They should supposed to be able to do that.
Of course.
You know? But then that person went down, that person lost his life, Emmanuel. But then also with the scatter shots them, other people could have lose their life as well,
exactly.
man. People they go to our shop, people don't know what happened until they hear shots, they fire. You know, you feel like what? Like war they come? You know, but we need to hear what will be the release and what the officer in charge in Corozal will say about this, because I'm sure at deserving, like you said, the sensationalization of the news. I know they must say I'm going to a press conference today and the media are going to go question this man and find out when God down, no? But that...
It's my opinion that he needed not to have died.
Yeah.
It's my opinion that yes, if he comes out with the machete, obviously you will try to defend yourself, but that doesn't mean that you must just kill the man.
Yeah.
Okay?
True thing.
Shoot him by leg. Shoot him by foot, but don't kill him. Unless you don't know how to use the gun and aim, then God be with you.
But like I said, they was called from Corozal to go to Chunush. So 4 of them, don't you believe that between that time, traveling all the way from Corozal to Chunush, they could have set up a plan already? You don't know what you're on meet. You never know what you're on meet.
Are you telling me that perhaps they came with a mindset of doing damage to the man?
No. maybe they come with when they come and they never had a plan set. Okay, this is the way we understand this to happen. This is the way we are
So
approach this.
what you're saying is that perhaps during the time they should have done that,
Yeah.
but that they didn't, or maybe they did.
Or
things
maybe they
went-
did.
Maybe they did, and things just went contrary to what. But it would seem to me that one thing should remain very paramountly clear to these officers, that they just cannot, despite the fact they should be used to getting men running behind them with machete, man. That doesn't mean you should kill them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then how about this one, Emmanuel? In the Cayo district, there was a party on Saturday night in the village of Cotton Tree, and these
Good
people.
Lord, man, the money go laden with stories.
Cotton Tree.
Uh-huh.
You know what Cotton Tree is?
Yes, I do know where Cotton Street is.
That when you pass Belmapan, you.
Yes, I do know where
You know
Cotton
pass
Street
Belmapan, you go for Cayo.
Uh-huh.
When you go for Yarabo.
is. You made it there?
And they ask if you know what Cotton
I
Tree
know
is.
where Cotton Street there.
All right, yeah, my Cotton Tree right there by Miss Tony place, man. I don't know what I talk about there.
No. Tell me.
Some folks had a farewell party.
Mhm.
You know, they had a farewell party, and people enjoying themselves, you know, and the person is having a farewell was having a farewell party because I don't know if he graduated or what, but he been going to the States for work. So all this party things that happen, the boy gone out on the street side, he and his cousin, and then sudden one, somebody pull up with a gun, and they fire shot, and they shot two of them. 120 years old and 121 years old. Two of them. One of them passed away. I believe the one that passed away was the one that was celebrating his farewell to go to the States and work.
So it was meant for him to be killed. He was done, I don't know, I would believe that somebody didn't want him to go without going through some sort of handing down some justice to him.
Yeah.
Justice, unquote.
And
Because what some people perceive as justice, you know,
Yeah,
is
the-
not necessarily what others believe.
the shot was to the head and the leg. But two person get shot, but one survived. But the one that was supposed to go to the U.S. with farewell, he was the one that passed away. Bejarano. It's a Bejarano. And the next one was Mr. Brooks. So that was a real sad thing what happened. But here we celebrate the farewell. If you go to the U.S., but a different farewell, I mean, they celebrate, I never know. His life was taken away right at that party. And there are young people, Emmanuel, 20 and 21.
And let me be honest with you. If I'm just making my mind go wild right now in terms of that. There must have been some reason why he was killed.
Well, somebody show up with a gun. So if somebody...
Hello? There must have been some reason that some beef made up with him and somebody else.
Yeah. I mean,
And we're not going to talk about while eating. We're talking about something average to large,
Yeah.
medium to large. Because I would presume that man don't get killed for smally things.
yeah, because they're not like they had a fight neither. They never
Yeah.
had no fight out
So
there.
if you had a beef with somebody and something that perhaps maybe you didn't make much out of it, but somebody gets so vengeful and vindictive that he said, I know I forget you, but then you have a party, a farewell party, and you invite people to come to your place, and so forth and so. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But then me probably, if they had a beef like what you say, you always mention, does a beef worth somebody's life, man?
No, hell no. But like I said a while ago, what we perceive as justice from some people is not perceived universally as justice. In other words, some people believe that they have the right to kill you because you're doing something.
But maybe the person will say, what, this time a last chance because this person going.
And because the person announced it too, that they got party, farewell party, he don't do it thing with somebody else, I would believe.
You were not saying it so, right?
He were not saying it so. And then he will announce to everybody that he's going away.
So
Think
maybe,
about it.
Yeah, maybe the person will say, well,
That your last chance
Yeah.
will get back at him.
I'll make sure you don't go. If I don't get that now, I get that again.
So that leads to the question that if that person had made up his mind, the killer, that he's not going to get that person get away, then what was the severity of what he had done, of what had been done to him previously? Or I would believe that you people don't go out and kill on whims and fancy, and jealousy. I would believe that that not happen. I would believe so. Good Lord. Hello, but I'm at a loss of words there. But it has to be that something was done, something was perpetrated.
Young people in Emmanuel, 20 and 21.
There was a beef.
Yeah. 20 and 21, and people they celebrate, have them party and so on. Sudden, you go outside to cool off and leave it, and then somebody just come in and they.
And then down you?
Yeah.
You understand what?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry situation. I mean, really, where is this? Where are we coming to?
Yep. So
where are we coming to?
We got more to report, Emmanuel, but it's now exactly 12 minutes away from 8 o'clock. I see your coffee cup empty.
Yes, it is empty.
So we need to take one.
We need to refill.
So who get your coffee?
Yes, I will.
Folks, let's take a break and we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Everyone told me I can build an empire, but they never told me what it entailed. I am always on the go. I take pride in providing the most reliable and efficient service. That's why I love my Digicel 4G LTE mobile data. My customers can contact me at any time to send me pictures of what they want. Plus, I can always place international orders for new products no matter where I am. Me and Digicel 4G LTE, we make a good team.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get off. Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan Muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Across the country, development and transformation continue under this government. The new Guanacaste roundabout at the junction of the Hummingbird and the George Price highways is complete and one to be proud of. The George Price Highway is being rehabilitated from the Belmopan Junction to Benque Viejo. There will be a new baking pot bridge and upgrade of the Caracol Road. Also, the new Macal River bypass and bridge will be completed by March 2017. In the Belize district, the work has already started from the Hallover Bridge to the Philip Golson Airport, and funding has now been secured for the new link road to span the Belize River, starting from behind Gentrack and coming out at Mile 8 on the George Price Highway. A $40 million UK grant has been secured for the paving and the lining of the coastal road and construction of new bridges.
Under this same grant, the Philip Golson Highway will be improved between Orange Walk and Corozal. This government continues to work for the development of Belize. Your vision, our mission.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. Or venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
What? 50%? Sure, no mess wrong, but the one who do it so. I just did. Dude, relax. At alone data hug apps. If you want to do them things, Digicel have bigger and better data plans we need to look into. But I can't help it. Digicel 4G LTE so fast, I just want chill. I feel you. You could go to data usage in your phone settings to easily monitor the amount of data each app is using on your phone.
As a testament to government's commitment to improving the lives of all Belizeans, in 2016, the Ministry of Investment, Trade and Commerce, championed Buy Bell Trade, secured approximately $300 million in new and expanded investments, leading to over 1,500 jobs in tourism, agribusiness, and business outsourcing. The ministry continues to facilitate meaningful investments that will improve the lives of all Belizeans.
6 minutes away from the beautiful hour of 8 o'clock. Once again, a most happy Monday. Good morning to everybody enjoying their coffee at this time. Some
Hello.
people morning, ba? We're back by I left 2 mango in my vehicle, but I had to dispose of them.
Don't tell me you eat them.
I had to. So what channel may I prefer? I may prefer for make I eat there or
I would prefer that you eat them rather than rotting in your vehicle.
All
yes.
Right. Them me good.
Them be good?
But before I eat there, I find out from Albert, he say, yes, I will get some more fresh one, and I'll tell you when I get it, and I'll call him and make you get it back, right?
You know, when I got to where I was going on Friday morning, I realized then that I had left the mangoes in your vehicle, and I just put out on the notice I want to eat some number 11 mangoes, and exactly when I got it, I didn't know how to keep it. So, I want some number 11 mango bad.
And you get?
That's my favorite mango.
Yeah.
I said mango, they were cheap nowadays. 10 for $1.
Boy, everywhere you go to see that mango tree, they hang, pa.
Yes.
A lot of mango.
And the thing is that, obviously, this will only last for another maybe a week or 2 weeks.
Yeah, but what are we doing with the mangoes? You know, just left them make them rotten. They had a mango fest in Hopkins 2 weeks ago. I don't really know exactly everything that they display on mangoes or what all you could make with mango. But then we got
Ladies and gentlemen, there was a time when mangoes were exported to the United States from Belize. And this is very simply to stimulate thought here, to provoke thought, because I do believe that we, as a tropical country, we have good soil, and if we were so inclined, we would be able to export mangoes to other countries.
I used to see them in a crate one time. They used to have mangoes in
Okay.
a crate, yeah.
Countries like Mexico export mangoes to the United States and other countries. Countries like Honduras export mangoes to the United States and other countries. The United States imports mangoes from Mexico, from Haiti, from a number of Caribbean countries, but not from Belize. And we got so much mango.
Why we got a lot.
So the question is, what does it take for us to be able to export mangoes? Are we frightened by the USDA restrictions that at the end of the day you have to pass them through hot water? Well, don't be bothered by that because you will not be end up eating it. This is impositions made by the foreign company, by the foreign country. And if that's the way they want the people to eat it, well, let them have it.
Yeah. We go past the requirements, man.
Of course we can. At the one time or the other, it was, well, obviously, everything came down when we had the medfly invasion. And then the FDA put some heavy restrictions on mango importation to the USA. So it was it was not very simple that you had to spray for it, but you had to do some sort of hot water immersion. At that time, we were exporting, I think, Tommy Atkins mangoes that were being grown down south. And I think that we were also exporting Hayden mangoes. Okay?
Yep.
And if you remember a brand, I think it was Tropical. What is it? Tropical Gold or something like that. I don't remember the name. Maybe somebody can call in and remind. But it was from down south. The amount of mangoes that was being exported was not excessive, but it was good. But all of a sudden now, nada. Okay? And I'm very simply throwing this comment to people because we would do well with exportation of mangoes. If we were just to think a little bit bigger and start to think about, okay, what if I clear out 25 acres? What if I grow one Tommy? Yes, this don't will be for in 2 years' time that you don't want to grow mango, but this is an investment for the future, for your kids. I do believe that mangoes take up to 8-10 years to bear. Am I not right?
Yeah, but when they start to bear, then bear.
Exactly. And if you have the kind of mangoes that the foreign market wants, then you're set. You're set. And even if it's not the USA that you're selling it to, but maybe selling it to some place like Japan or to the Middle East, where they'll pay you big bucks for your mangoes. Come on, guys, let's think about that.
And then people only buy the mango just for eat mango like that, you know. And there's a lot of different things with the mangoes as well, and not just for people who want to buy it.
Another thing that we can even have, if we even have mangoes that you would say are not fit for export, well, how about a mango chutney? How about mango preserves? Why don't we do something with mangoes? It's time that we do it because then some foreigner is going to come
and buy out some big acres.
And then we're going to be left again, Belizeans will be left again on the side asking, what in the world happened? But it's because of us.
Or they might say, what?
Because of our inactivity, because sometimes of our laziness. Sorry about that. But we don't do it.
And they'll probably say, what, the Chinese man again?
Exactly.
You understand?
Thank you very much.
And it's there, man. It's there. You know,
I couldn't have said it anywhere else, but this very simply that.
Yeah. I got a
or lack of vision sometimes.
I got a buffet one time at the US, I don't remember that which state. But they had mango in the fruit salad area, Emmanuel.
But of course, man.
Yeah, mangoes were there.
Of course. Look upon the area by Sand Hill, how much by wall Uncle Jim used to live. Mango, they're like for stone dog. You know what I mean?
And right now, the more of is stone dog because it look like all the mango tree they bear this year and they bear very, very heavily because a lot of mango come down.
Yes.
People that sell mango out there right now hardly selling, Emmanuel. Because people got them on a tree. You know, people used to come out and sell mango. They still sell, but then they sell like before because of the vast majority of mango that are growing.
And initially I thought that this was not going to be a bumper year, but it seems it's going to be a bumper year, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I see a lot of mango out of town. I see a lot of mango out of town. But not only here in Orange Walk, but it's time for us to be think out of the box, think big.
Yeah.
Think big. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we have a text that came in here, Emmanuel, pertaining to the topic that we were discussing before. I believe it says, "Good morning, gentlemen. The police really need a military type of weapon training. This will enable them to handle and fire accurately and save life, not take life. They don't even know how to carry a gun. Unprofessional to stock gun in a waist belt."
Well,
that is somebody's opinion.
Somebody's opinion.
You know, and your opinions are welcome here as well, no? But if you want to elaborate more on it, you can always call at 302-2170. But then we talk about the mango, Emmanuel, now about the coconut. You know, right now, most of the people who make the coconut oil, you can't get coconut oil. Because the coconut oil, they say, boy, we can't get coconut. We can't get coconut. We can't get coconut. We know that a lot of people got a big coconut farm. So I got in a Moscow Saturday. They tell me they got some people who make coconut oil so I could buy. I never gone the all of there. Only one I could see because I'm in work. So the person said, why? I can't make no coconut oil. I tell her what happened. He said, you see the coconut water now, the coconut water, the circle and lot now, and people they make business, so they don't get the coconut the time for dry, so they just...
Don't you, this is deja vu. I've been mentioning this for months. I've been saying this for months. We need to begin planting more coconuts because, good Lord, if the green coconut water business is thriving, well, obviously, you know how much green coconut is being harvested
every day.
Every day, and you know something? Not only in Orange Walk. You go to Belize City, you find the same situation.
When you go down south,
when you go down to Bellopan, right by the entrance of Bellopan, you got one or two big trucks. Then they're right there. You go into Bellopan itself, you see them selling coconut. Then. And some people tell you, pues yo solo vendo la mitad, porque la otra mitad espero que se seque. But then that very simply means that the supply for coconuts, dried coconuts, to produce coconut oil has been reduced by 50%.
Right. Yeah. And then not only for coconut oil, because people like use it for grater. Then grater it for getting one, right. You know.
So, coconut business is big business, ladies and gentlemen. If you got only 2-3 acres out in a name and you're not planted, you're going to use anything with it, siembra coco. Siembra coco. Del Ministerio de Agricultura, la semana pasada estuve en plática con uno del personal y me dijeron de que ellos tienen matitas. O van a conseguir matitas. No estoy muy cierto, voy a conseguir la información clara, pero checa con ellos acerca de cómo conseguir las matas aquellas que no crecen tan alto. ¿Ok? Es un híbrido, me imagino. Que entonces, luego de no sé cuántos, 3 años, 4 años, ya tienes cocos. ¿Ok? Te pido que empieces a considerar otras opciones fuera del cajón de pensamiento que normalmente pensamos. Coco es una opción factible.
Right.
Es una opción buena para nosotros. Sembrar coco, porque ¿cuánto está vendiendo un coco ahorita? Ya no es a peseta como antes.
No.
Ni a tostón, como dirían los viejitos. Yeah. Ya estamos hablando de $1.50.
Right. When I got into the coconut fest in Belize, you buy the coconut, you know, they got it just cut off the lid top, you could drink it with a straw. $2.
Sí.
$2. But it was like what you were mentioning earlier when we were referring to the graduates, Emmanuel. The cane, the cutting of the cane no ande de lang. Pero hay otras opciones. Right? Farming.
Y quien no cambia is going to be left behind.
Yep. So the time is now.
The time is now.
Or maybe
Podemos sembrar cocos. Podemos estar sembrando plátanos en gran cantidad.
Chiles.
Podemos estar sembrando chiles.
These are things that we use every day.
Limones. Podemos estar sembrando. Mira, yo siempre te digo, cuando tú vas a otros países, te das cuenta que llega un contenedor. Si tienes, como yo fui al New England Produce Center, que llega un contenedor con verduras de México y de Honduras. Ahí vas a ver camote, vas a ver coco, vas a ver... Y dices, pero todo eso crece en Belice, ¿y por qué nosotros no lo traemos? Pues porque nadie lo está creciendo aquí. Y te dirías, bueno, es el gobierno que no nos ayuda. Deja de estar apuntando dedos al gobierno en este caso, porque no es su culpa, no es completamente de ellos, por decir. Aunque tengo que aceptar que hubo un tiempo cuando nada estaba sucediendo de ellos. No había ninguna iniciativa de parte del ministerio para promover este tipo de cosas. Y si existía, nada más en pequeñas, en pequeñas medidas. Pero hoy en día yo veo que le están poniendo esmero y dedicación a esta cosa. Y yo creo que yo invito a los agricultores que visiten sus centros de agricultura aquí en Yo Creek. ¿Okay? Hoy en día ellos tienen semillas para, si es que eres agricultor y tienes ganadería y tienes y quieres sembrar, o estás envuelto en el carneros, ellos te pueden dar la semilla para que tú hagas tu banco de proteína. Banco de proteína, no estamos hablando de dinero aquí, banco, sino simplemente es para asegurar que tus carneros y tu ganado siempre tengan buena comida.
That's right.
Y ellos te pueden ayudar con ello.
You see, what happens is until we grow, then we will get the protection that we rightly so deserve.
Pero tenemos que empezar a pensar diferente, compañeros. Caña, sí, nos ha ayudado, es buen negocio, pero este último año, con el cambio de la estructura de lo que es las condiciones de venta para nuestro azúcar en el extranjero han cambiado drásticamente. Entonces vamos a ver de que el precio de azúcar sube y baja, y cuando baja. Entonces, ¿dónde estamos nosotros como país?
Yeah, because people they start to produce sugar from the remolacha, ¿no?
Sí, entonces vamos a empezar a pensar, recordarnos de la famosa palabra que se usaba antes, diversificación. ¿Cuándo? Desde que soy chamaco estoy escuchando la bendita palabra, diversificación. Hemos hecho avances.
Yeah.
Pero yo creo que no hemos hecho suficiente avance.
Yeah, that's why I say until we grow, then your produce can be protected, because they have things that they charge import duty on coming into the country, Manuel, but they also have some goods and some items that are restricted to bring into the country. Like I remember one time you couldn't bring broom into the country because it's restricted, and you got a border, they got a paper right there, but people don't pay attention. So if we grow strong with all these produce coming up, then it will put the government in a position, you know what? Then people have to survive. So we could start to restrict this. We have to restrict this from coming because we produce it. But we need to make one start. We need to start to grow. One time you grow, get stronger. Some of the biggest, richest person when it comes to the U.S., Emmanuel, are some farmers, you know. Some of them Mexican people, when they go to the U.S., they get their papers and so on, they make them big farms. They are some of the richest people, you know.
Of course, they capitalize on what people need. Okay?
Yeah.
Yo te voy a ser muy honesto, te voy a ser muy franco. Belize has always been touted as the possible breadbasket for the Caribbean and for Central America.
Right, that is true.
Bueno, si siembro coco y mango, tú lo vas a comprar, deje de tapar a este gobierno podrido. Y yo no estoy hablando de que yo lo voy a comprar. Y yo no estoy comprando ningún gobierno.
Pero
estoy hablando aquí, fuera del ámbito político, y no entiendo la razón por qué estás trabado en la política y no estoy defendiendo a ninguno. Pero te estoy diciendo que cualquier persona sensata puede darse cuenta de lo que estoy diciendo es verdad. Ahí lo dejo.
Es la gran oportunidad que es abierto para todos.
Seguro.
Pero hay que hacerlo, right? You can't get that fear in you. Say, man, if I plant it, they will bite. Everything is a challenge, you know.
Tienes que salir de ese tipo de pensamiento, porque tú como negociante tienes que preguntarte, bueno, y si crezco esto, ¿a quién se lo voy a vender? Pero tú tienes que conseguir tu mercado, no esperas que te digan, se lo vas a vender a tal persona, yo te voy a arreglar esto, tú solo vas a sembrar y te vas a sentar en tu hamaca el resto del día. No, así se trata. Cuando Frutabomba estaba aquí, ellos tienen que preocuparse de a quién lo van a vender. Belize Sugar tiene que preguntarse a quién le van a vender su azúcar.
Pero también los cañeros,
tú tienes que salir a buscar tu cliente.
Los cañeros no quieren su hamaca en su casa. They going to take out the key and carry that BSI go sell it. BSI no going to the house in the hamaca y say, ¿quieres vender caña? ¿Tienes caña para vender? You have to come out. Foreign people, la gente que viene de afuera de otros países, ellos hacen sus popusas y así, pero no quieren en su casa. Ellos salen allá, put up a boot para side and they sell.
Exacto.
And they make business,
tú tienes que vender. Sí. Es cierto que muchas personas dicen, pero yo dónde voy a llegar a Miami ahorita, yo quisiera ayuda del gobierno. Ahí es cuando el gobierno te ayuda, pero claro que hay ciertas limitaciones, ¿no? Pero al final del día, compañeros, la ayuda se consigue mientras que tengas el deseo de seguir adelante. La ayuda se consigue.
Yeah, you have to determine, man. You have to do it yourself and believe in it, because there is a market for it. If we hear that coconut oil is scarce, that because we have a market for it, then people come out and sell coconut water every day and sell out, Emmanuel. Every day. Like this person is saying here, when you talk about the mango, they say, I'm making mango jam and mango juice daily.
Ve. Okay. Ve.
Yeah, so and I believe we have
Salgamos de ese pensamiento de si lo siembro, ¿quién lo va a comprar? Hay mercado. Yo no me voy a poner a hablar aquí acerca de... Chequi, no me hagas... Sí. Pero, dice, no le hagas caso a esa gente. Pero es cierto. Yo simplemente estoy aquí, no para meterte, para provocar y estimular ese tipo de pensamiento.
Solo es una
no
guía.
Todos van a estar de acuerdo con lo que yo digo o lo que Chequi dice, pero no quiere decir de que bueno, vamos a dejar esa
Emmanuel,
ahí. Simplemente estamos aquí para estimular
our country
discusión acerca de esto.
Our country population, I believe it's a little bit over 350,000, right? We have certain amount of people that can be employed in the private sector. And when it's full and it's flood, there is no more employment for nobody out there. Nobody else.
Ve, te digo algo, Chequi. Y voy a hablar en español porque la gente ayer tuvo una visita con una... Buenos días, doña Isabel. Buenos días, un gran gusto saludarle.
Nuestra amiga de Mango Creek ya mandó un text también.
Ajá. Yo le quiero mandar atentos saludos a mi anterior vecina, doña Isabel Ayuso, casada Ayuso, de Betty's Lane, 93 años. Y lúcida.
Yep.
So buenos días.
That's the situation
Le admiro
right there.
mucho.
Emmanuel, our country are growing and we only have space for a certain amount of people in the public and private sector out there to work. When that is full, that is full. So you can't sit down and say, el gobierno pues esta semana mi hijo va a ser graduate, pero no sé si el gobierno le va a dar un trabajo. Right? Or, ya sé, pues voy allá a ver si hay un trabajo en un restaurante or, a business place. But most people then done full already, Manuel. So now we have to start to, what did the word say? Diversify.
Diversification.
We need to get into that and start to use the resources because we have a lot of resources in this country that we can use. And only if we start using it, then we're going forward because they don't have job out there for people. They don't have, you can, if somebody employee already have 10 employees, then do that to suit their budget. And sometimes then I say, you know what, I give a little consideration and take on one person because I know him or I know his power, or he explain the situation to me, but that won't happen in every case.
Yo les quiero decir algo. Hace un tiempo compartí con ustedes de que tuve el privilegio de irme a Boston, hace muchos años, quizás hace 10, 15 años o más, y visitar lo que es el New England Produce Center. Un lugar que es sumamente grande. Para nada más darles una idea, de ahí, de este lugar, se importa las frutas, los vegetales, para toda el área del noreste de los Estados Unidos, que incluye Boston, parte de Nueva York, y el norte de los Estados Unidos como Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, y una gran parte se va a Canadá. Vamos a tomarlo.
Good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
¿Cómo amanecieron?
Muy bien, gracias.
Aquí, mire, hablando sobre el crecimiento del país.
Sí, señor, dígame.
Aquí la verdad que me han parado el progreso, no son tanto los políticos. Aquí quienes han venido a parar el progreso son esos chinos, brother. Esos chinos. Yo me recuerdo antes, cuando los beliceños tenían su tiendita y su tiendita iba creciendo, y ellos venían y empezaban a hacer una casa para su hijo, y empezaban a hacer un ranchito, y ahí se le daban trabajo a 2 personas en su ranchito, y eso así iba pasando la cosa. Pero ahora cuando vienen los chinos acaparan todas las ganancias y solo ponen a 2 cabezones ahí a trabajar en la tienda y no invierten nada. Yo me recuerdo a mis vecinos antes, cuando iban creciendo con sus negocios, ellos lo que hacían era invertir en un ranchito, ¿me entiende? Muchas gracias, brother.
Ándale. Muchas gracias por esa perspectiva. Y sabe que le digo algo, le felicito por tener la valentía de llamar y también de reconocer que eso es parte del problema. Pero le voy a decir algo. Nosotros, aquí, en Belice, nos encanta apoyar al chino. Nos encanta dejar la tiendita de la esquina por ir a darle nuestro dinero al chino. Nos encanta hacerlo. Pero sí, nos quejamos y nos quejamos del bendito chino, pero ahí vamos con nuestro dinero a comprar el siguiente día, aunque el chino no nos da crédito.
A veces sube su precio también.
Y a veces sube su precio. Y dejamos a la tienda y cuando no tenemos dinero es cuando vamos a la tiendita a pedir crédito. No debe de suceder. Buenos días.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
I heard somebody talking about the Chinese. But when you see the very careful, you see the Chinese don't like issuing a receipt. Chinese not issuing a receipt. I want the people in contact walking at the Chinese. They only walk out with groceries and everything is clear. Real thing I tell you, the government have to get strict and hard on the Chinese, you know. China, they cruising a nice ride out there, and when people go in the shop, they don't like issue, they give the people a receipt. And when the people find contacts come on the Chinese, you know, they walk in with a case of rum, or grocery, and everything is okay. Thank you very much.
You are welcome, sir. We are welcome, sir. Again, and we have spent a number of shows talking about this thing, but it seems to me that it's falling on deaf ears.
Yeah, it's still happening.
But you know what? We as a people need to rise. There was a time when I was not willing to talk about certain issues.
We already know.
But I'll be honest with you, being silent doesn't take me anywhere.
Yeah. People used to tell me about some situation of some prices that were certain Chinese. So, not ask me why I bite. Because I bite because I'm a water salt. You remember when we had the Davco fair?
Mm-hmm.
The rain came down. Let's get this card. Hello, good morning. Este es el número equivocado. So, Emmanuel, I left from the Davco fair about almost 9 o'clock in the night. So, I said, I go buy a Pepsi. I go buy a Pepsi. I asked the lady, how much is the Pepsi? He said, $2.50. I tell him, sure, $2.50 for this Pepsi? How much for the next soft drink? $2.25. So, I said, I buy the Pepsi just for test for them people to tell me. The next day, I go to the same place, I'm going to buy the Pepsi. How much is the Pepsi? $2.25. I tell him, how did I $2.50 last night? He said, no, I never sell it for $2.50 last night. But he sell it for $2.50 one night, and the next day at $2.25.
Why?
I don't know, just a chance, people. And I ask them over and over, what are the price? $2.50, $2.50, $2.50. And the next day, I'm at $2.25. That's why you see when you go to them people, they add up, $17.95, $17.95.
You know what?
Me gone one of them one time, and they add up my thing, and they tell me $20. I said, no, man, how this thing come out to $20? He added up again and said, no, $17.90, $17.90. And that problem is there. Next text here, Emmanuel, pero este uno es un poco, me casi. I think this one mixed up, so you could deal with it. Because you're the export.
No apoyamos a los chinos. La tiendita tiene los precios altos. And by the way, everything is expensive, but somehow at the Chinese shop price is lower. Are they really lower, sir? Are they really lower? I'm not telling you that la tiendita no tiene que hacer su dinerito. Porque él no tiene el volumen de negocio que el chino tiene. Así que obviamente, y tiene los mismos gastos. Así que quizás está un poquito más alto. Y la tiendita, pues, va a tener que lidiar con crédito que el chino nos da. Pero, si tú te pones a comparar precios en el centro del pueblo, vas a encontrar de que tiendas locales como People Store tiene precio mucho más barato que todos los chinos.
That is true.
Y eso es un hecho.
And that's a very clean environment to go shopping.
Eso es un hecho.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
La tiendita de la esquina nos da los libros correctos, el chino no. Cuando vamos del chino, lo que sacan es una balanza eléctrica que ellos saben. ¿Me entienden?
Sí, señor.
Otra cosa, cuando tenemos necesidad, vamos donde la tiendita de la esquina a pedir fiado. Mira, pero ¿por qué no vamos del chino?
Ándale, señor.
No vamos del chino.
Ándale.
Muchas gracias. Hay que apoyar a nosotros los venezolanos.
Claro que sí, como dicen los mexicanos.
Nosotros, ¿por qué somos así nosotros? Que no los queremos a nosotros mismos. Los tenemos envidia. No les gusta ver al vecino que está creciendo, pero sí les gusta ver el chino, aunque los mire con malas caras. ¿Me entiendes?
¿Te das cuenta? Gracias, señor. Y hay que hablar acerca de estos temas, aunque, pues, los chinos quizás nos ven con mala cara y decir, estuvo hablando, por no decir la palabra, estuvo hablando de nosotros y lo percibes y lo sientes cuando vas a las tiendas. Como te ven y hablan en algo ahí y no te... Lo he vivido, compañeros, lo he vivido, no creas. Pero es mi responsabilidad poner eso de un lado y hablar de ciertos temas. Aunque muchas veces nos causa problemas, pero yo tengo que medir las consecuencias. y ver las ventajas de hablar sobre esto, pero muchas veces, compañeros, ¿cuántas veces no hemos hablado acerca de el hecho que los chinos no nos dan recibos? ¿Cuántas veces no hemos dedicado el show para hablar acerca de que tenemos que pedir los recibos? Y si tú vas ahorita a las tiendas aquí por mi alrededor, ninguno está dando recibo y peor aún, no hay nadie pidiendo recibos.
But how that work out? Look at it. Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
I don't know why people are bad with the China man, man. China man nowadays control free government, my brother. China man, so who are the president of the Senate? That's China. China is the president of the Senate. I don't know why the government should have tolerated China and give them for over the Belizean people, man. I hate when China then communicate with China. We don't know when they talk about it. Thank you very much, sir.
But Emmanuel, does they have the right to ask you when they go to China? Does they have the right to ask you if you want a receipt or not?
No, it's a job to give you a receipt, period.
So, all right, like some
if
people
they want, however, they do have a right to ask you if you want a slip out of the machine or if you want a big receipt.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But
because some people don't like the small little receipts. They want a receipt printed out on a computer.
But
that's the difference if some people, like, you know, would ask you. But no, the receipt is automatic.
Yeah, that's true. But then, so if they give some people receipt and they don't get some people receipt, I believe they give less people receipt and more people don't give receipt. But how that work out when it come to them people who work at the GST? Them people supposed to be great accountant and they could figure out, you know what? There are people that sell more than this, man. So one time you give their receipts for your machine, it should be more than this. How that work out then?
That's a question of the day. That's the question of the day. And then the only thing that you can think of is that well, they're being paid off not to check.
Because
and I'll be straight up with you. That's the impression. I'm telling you that happened because me not see it yet. But good Lord, we've had a number of calls and a number of people telling us. Because let me be honest with you. Let me tell you how this thing goes. You sell $200,000 a month. You're supposed to be paying 12.5% out of that to the government because you have already received it. But you have never declared $200,000. You say you will only declare $100,000. Let's take the call.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Buenos días.
Ándale.
Me gusta el tema del que están hablando, pero el arreglo para ese problema está en el mano de ustedes, porque ustedes son la voz del pueblo. ¿Me está escuchando?
Sí, señor.
Si ustedes vinieran y hablaran con todas las televisoras a nivel nacional, que un día van a hablar del tema, les aseguro que esa gente de GST se van a poner las pilas, porque esa es una polilla que está pasando a nivel nacional con esos chinos. Ese es un cáncer que los está comiendo los beneficios de este pueblo. Ustedes deberían de mandar cartas a todas las televisoras, todas las morning show, que hablen de ese tema y que sea un día de un mes de un día, que hablen de ese tema. Si todos hablaran de ese tema, me aseguro que todo cambiaría y todos esos chinos se pusieran las pilas a entregar recibos y subieran puntos a la ganancia y volvieran para el país. Pero ustedes, no sé, tal vez solo ustedes están hablando de ese tema porque tal vez alguien habló ahorita a la emisora. Pero si ustedes vinieran y le llamaran, mandaran cartas, yo te les aseguro que todos los FM, todos estuvieran de acuerdo con ustedes y vinieran un día y hablaran de ese tema.
Gracias por su sugerencia,
señor. Es un cáncer que está pasando aquí. Muchas gracias.
A usted.
Well, you see, Manuel, check this out. There are people work at a big time office who need to take one break, but there are people work at a big time office, and everybody will call, and everybody will know that these Chinese shops sell more than the Belizean shops there. And then I understand that the Chinese then pay less GST than the Belizean merchants.
That's why you see them correctly, like somebody correctly said, with their Toyota 4Runners and their vehicles that cost way in excess of $50,000. It's not GST money when they never report to the government. That's That's what you see. Now, before I said that, I had to think twice. Let me be honest with you. Because, like I told you a while ago, they only report $100,000 out of that $200,000 that they sold.
So
Wait, hold on. Which means that $13,000 out of what they have, out of $100,000, they steal your money, which is supposed to be going to government, but they keep it. Se lo roban. Literalmente se lo roban. Y se quedan con ello. Y no lo reportan al gobierno. El gobierno entonces no tiene forma de componer tus calles, y no estoy defendiendo al gobierno, estamos hablando de cualquier gobierno que sea. ¿Ok? ¿Ok?
Yes.
Y él se queda con el dinero. Él se enriquece, él compra su vehículo nuevo, él siguen durmiendo en sus sacos de arroz y sacos de frijol, porque así son esta gran mayoría de gente. ¿Ok? Con dos cambios de ropa. Así lo dije, pero es la verdad. Pero sabe cómo utilizar el sistema. ¿Por qué? Porque nosotros los beliceños somos conformistas y no tenemos muchas veces la valentía, como dijo un individuo, la fuerza testicular para pararse a hablar abiertamente de esto. Tenemos miedo.
Sugar City Morning Show, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
I will follow this issue for a good one. You could avoid the monogram question union. You are saying, Charlie, no, question money in country. Charlie, no, question money in country. Thank you very much.
Thank you too, sir.
Emmanuel, if somebody go to a shop like people's store or so, and they spend $100, the bill come out to $100, how much GST?
Well, it depends, because there are certain items that don't pay GST.
Okay, suppose they spend $100 on items.
Generally, it's 12.5, so let's call it at $12.
All right, so that'll be
$13.
That'll be $13.
Okay.
You imagine, so if you go to a Chinese shop and you spend $100 that is payable to GST, then that $13, whether China take from you, they take that out of you because you don't get $100 value worth. I think you get $100 less $13. So that $13 gone in his pocket.
In his pocket.
And that's your money.
That's your money.
He pay on behalf of the
And
government.
he literally stole those $13 because he's not reporting it.
Right.
Mind you, let me finish the story a little while ago because I was interrupted. So, he sells $200,000, but he only reports $100,000. The man at the GST counter says, okay, well, Daddy shop only sells $100,000. He has never verified it. He has never gone with his little USB, and even if he does, the Lee machine, the Chinese make sure that the Lee adding machine, the cash register, records so much, and that's what he pays on.
So that big driver.
But in other record where he never give you receipt for.
They got a big driver.
Yes, they have 3 draws. And I tell you live, he has 3 drawers.
So they want to go.
And with that, where I buy cigarette, where I buy rum, where I buy this, everything just drop in there. You may get a receipt for it? No. China don't pay nothing out to government in taxes. Es pa' dentro, papá. Y nada paga. Nada. Y ya es tiempo que abramos nuestros ojos, man. Pero como somos conformistas y quejones muchas veces, pero solo cuando nos conviene, pero no hacemos nada acerca de ello. ¿Sabes qué puedes hacer? Puedes llamar al show. Puedes quejarte. Puedes unirte al esfuerzo. Pero sobre todo, lo que puedes hacer es apoyar la tienda que sí te da recibos. Y no apoyes al que no te da recibo. Porque literalmente te está robando el dinero. Y sé que muchas veces aquí sufrimos consecuencias por lo que decimos.
But it's the truth.
But, ¿a costo de qué? Pero ahí vamos.
On that note, folks, we'll take our final break of the morning. Very hot topic, Emmanuel. Heat up this morning. You know, and I know a lot of know they heat up too because it's a serious topic when you find out that they thief your money. It's not right. When the people pass you on a big time ride, they try to get you a lead a taxi. You can't afford the ride there, but if you may save all the money, you may afford it. But then the money is not to save, the money is to go to the government. That's why the tax was implemented. We got some text, but we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll share them with you.
Tienes 8 cilindros. Tienes adrenalina disfrazada de aleación de aluminio a 8000 revoluciones por minuto. Así como así. ¿Será el cigüeñal? Una limpieza de inyectores y un cambio de aceite. Vas a correr con libertad, campeón.
Los que entendemos al motor como si tuviera voz, hablamos máquina. Rushras, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Ahora distribuido por German Vega & Sons. Búsquelo en su tienda favorita.
Music is not what I do. Music is who I am. I keep up with what's hip, what's hype, what's now. With my Digicel 4G LTE Advance, I am way ahead of the game. No data in the region can keep up with Digicel 4G LTE Advance. Digicel 4G LTE Advance, up to 5 times the speed, 5 times the rush. You feel me?
Why go anywhere else on vacation when an unforgettable experience awaits you right here in your own backyard? Explore southern Belize, home to the Cacao Trail, the historical rich Maya, and our illustrious southern heritage. Satisfy your sweet tooth with a cacao tour, relax by the river, or enjoy a basket weaving demonstration. Stop in for some delicious southern food. Come and enjoy some good old-fashioned southern hospitality. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Hello friends, the only place you'll get value for your money is at Rapidito Loans. At Rapidito Loans, you can shop for jewelry, buy, carat, stoner style. A genuine jewelry from us makes the perfect gift for that special someone or a treat for you. Come and check our widest assortments of quality and affordable gold jewelry. And for all those last-minute urgent needs and unexpected bills, you don't have to worry no more. Rapidito Loans is the only quick and reliable solution for all those emergency needs. We provide more and better loans for your gold jewelry. So remember friends, great discount on all gold jewelry. So come in and visit us at Orange Walk Town, number 4 Belize Corozal Road. Rapidito Loans, your number 1 money lending and jewelry center.
This house got Wi-Fi or what? Why you don't worry about Wi-Fi? We come for party. You only live once. You got to live in the moment and make the most of each time. Because once it's gone forever. That's why I love my Digicel 4G LTE mobile data. Hey, you know the Wi-Fi password? I am always connected. I can share my memories with everyone. They always know what's happening. You know who hosts this? You got a Wi-Fi? You don't have to be like Bali here and they try thief Wi-Fi. With Digicel 4G LTE, you can share whatever you want, whenever you want. You never have to wait for Wi-Fi.
The bigger, better network. Digicel.
What? Finally I get Wi-Fi.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk. from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at DerekGillett31@gmail.com. Gillett's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get up.
And welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show.
Yeah,
There are certain issues that rile us up and certain issues that that don't. This is one of them. And this is one of them, and this is the reason why we have been talking about this issue for many, many shows.
Yeah, let's go into that text message because that one was on waiting, Emmanuel. You might wonder why I pass it there for 2, pero está en tu lenguaje.
Pues, cuando van las autoridades a sus tiendas y le enseñan unos cuantos Blue Boys, se les olvida realmente a lo que iban y se olvidan que al hacer eso no solo afectan a los demás, pero se afectan a ellos mismos, porque del income tax mismo salen sus salarios para policía, nuestra producción, hospitales, etcétera, etcétera. Claro que sí, compañero, y gracias por participar, porque en realidad te haces la pregunta, bueno, ¿a dónde vamos como una sociedad? ¿A dónde vamos? Ya no somos una gente de principios. Ya, como dice, el dinero nos dice el lucro. Nos guía, nos lleva hasta donde muchas veces decimos, yo no voy a ir ahí, yo nunca voy a hacer eso. Pero privadamente, o muchas veces cierras el ojo y dices, yo lo hago porque yo necesito este dinero. ¿Qué es lo importante? ¿Qué es importante? ¿Mantener tus principios o mantener tu bolsa llena con dinero? ¿Qué es lo importante?
But this thing is happening every day, every day, every
¿Y será
day.
que puedes vivir con tus principios y con un poco de dinero? ¿O será que el hombre de principios nunca llegará a tener dinero? ¿Será posible eso?
Sugar City Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Como dice el dicho, con dinero baila el mono. Así los chinos hacen que los oficiales de GSP bailen como monos. Gracias.
Llega más tarde. No, Emmanuel, las manos
Este hombre.
¿Qué dice? What did man say, Manuel?
No, he said that money makes you dance.
Yep.
Dice con dinero hasta el perro baila.
Money must be funny in a rich man's world.
¿Entiendes? Pero, compañeros, una vez más estamos hablando de este tema. Una vez más estamos trayendo a la conciencia de la gente qué es lo que está sucediendo. Pero quizás una vez más te entra aquí y te sale aquí. Y siempre vas y apoyas a quien y no haces lo correcto. Vamos. La naturaleza humana dice, me gusta hacer lo que no debo hacer y no hago lo que debo hacer.
But your money for you, so you spend it how you want and where you want.
Pero no te quejes.
Yep. Manuel, before we leave, I understand that we have to have the situation coming up with the river again. Understand the river, they got the least scent where they rise up.
The least scent, it stink.
I mean, that one least scent.
They stink.
It stink.
And it's green.
Do you know that as a fact?
Christ, man. I am in day. If I tell you that what is the only thing in a crowd go?
What?
That if I tell you alligator hungry and blah blah blah, so story. In other words, I be there.
When fish go to the river, but
I tell you alligator hungry, that because he know.
Yeah.
Right? And I was there.
Why so that and this the hot time when people are go jump in a river and swim and
there was only one individual who I don't think I questioned his sanity.
Why made he swim?
No, but he bathe by 5 o'clock.
You gonna bathe?
And the river is green. And everybody go like, boy, get out of the river because you know, see, you don't catch rashy now. I don't know if you can bathe or wash your foot or whatever, but
so
this is again a reflection of who orange drug people are. The vast majority of us who take things for granted. Should we have a contaminated river? Should we?
Will it be an never-ending story?
Well, it is already a never-ending story. But should we have it?
I don't.
Should it be like that?
No.
All right, good.
It said China add on calculator. They thief all with GST money. We pay them. Government must can make laws to stop this.
Well, I was encouraged when Prime Minister Barrow said that he was going to put in controls to better off the collection of GST and so forth. And I said, wow, finally somebody to listen. Can we not particularly enjoy doing this, you know, because sometimes we have a girl at China go by and they watch you with all the...
I say, what are you? That you didn't talk about me? But we are talking in general. We know they target one person, they talk in general. But Emmanuel, I must say that they do have some Chinese shop that if you buy a Coke, they give you a receipt. So they're not all of this thing fall pan because they got somebody, if you buy a Coke, you buy a pack of biscuit, they give you a receipt.
Una persona quiere saber si Smart está funcionando porque quiere comprar taxi, no puede, pero yo no te podría decir eso porque aquí mi teléfono es de Giselle y no creo que mi otro teléfono sí es Smart, pero no lo tengo activado.
Yeah, we don't get no notifications.
No tengo ninguna. Pero yo sí sé de que de vez en cuando, pues, el sistema falla. Pero en un rato vas a poder conseguirlo, no te preocupes.
Yeah.
No es fin del mundo.
I wonder if it happened what a situation when it comes to the restaurants, because we have most Chinese restaurants, the Bleeze one struggle. But I wonder if, I don't think restaurants deal with the GST sake of their food.
Well, because of the food, generally they don't pay GST, but, and I don't even know if drinks, something that I need to question.
Yeah.
Maybe what I should do is to ask somebody from the GST department to come. No, but
somebody from the GST department was here.
Possibly explosive situation, but
remember a lady was here from the GST department, but that was pertaining to the raffle.
To the raffle, yes.
Yep. Okay.
But ladies and gentlemen, if we talk about this, it's because there is a problem. And if people participate and tell us that there is a problem, it's because they have experienced it. Ellos no van a fabricar los cuentos. Pero la gran mayoría de gente te va a continuar en su vida cotidiana, con su vida cotidiana, y van a ir al chino y mandan a sus hijos, dale a comprar con el chino dos docenas de huevo. O van a comprar. Yo no tengo nada no es nada personal contra el chino. No, it's nothing personal. It's very simply what they do. It's very simply what they do.
And who they are doing it to? Because they do it to everybody. Everybody take the lick without realize. But you know some people...
And they are taking us literally for fools.
What if some people have this in mind, Emmanuel? Okay, si yo voy a comprar con el chino, me da recibo y no me da recibo, yo no consigue nada más, yo no regresa nada más, el dinero solo va al gobierno, entonces para mí no importa.
Es muy probable eso, pero eso no es una determinación que ellos deben de hacer.
No, pero si alguien piense así.
Sí, por eso es que, y esa gente pensando así, por eso es que a la gran mayoría de gente, perdón, les vale madre toda la discusión. Porque dicen, pues si el chino se queda con ellos, pero ya luego entonces tienes esa actitud, no te quejes.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Buenos días. No quiero que lo hagan personal ni políticamente lo que le voy a decir. Por favor, no lo hagan políticamente, ni lo hagan mal. Ahorita estaba hablando del tema y estaba platicando con uno de mis vecinos y estamos mirando el tema. Pero me ven vecino, ¿yo para qué voy a pedir recibo? Mira lo que pasó en el norte, el hijo del ministro llevó $800,000 de dinero del gobierno. ¿Para qué voy a pedir recibo? No. Ahora no voy a pedir mejor nada de recibo. Eso es lo que piensa la gente. Muchas gracias.
It was the same thing that I was just telling you, Emmanuel.
Y es una tontería de excusa eso. Perdóname, es una tontería de excusa.
Because that has nothing to do with if that the government has still it or the Chinese has still that your money, if you want to see the development for your country, then get your receipts so the money can go in the government's coffers. Watch out, the government coffers are for
uno no tiene que ver nada con el otro, perdóname, eso es nada más una tontera de excusa que le pusieron.
Emmanuel, recuerdo que el gobierno tiene que pagar los policías, los maestros, the nurses, they have to pay public officers, everything. So, and then like the Prime Minister said, believe you mentioned it, that we're not really raise the taxes, but we have put down the measures to try to collect more.
Has that happened? Because we still have the same problem.
Well, you know, sometimes things take time to implement, but it was supposed to become effective immediately.
I know places like 1, 2, 3, they give you a receipt. I know places like Dickerson, they give you receipts. Sonny's, they give you receipts when you go through the what you call it. But what happened to the other one? They you carry your goods up to the counter and they tell you $14.25. That's all.
And
how much with it? $2.
Quick. And then they have the price for the things there, no?
No.
But they know the price for everything. So sometimes they might charge you on price.
You go ask them. Yes.
Sometimes they charge you on price, or sometimes they charge you on next price, like the $2.50 for the Pepsi. And then the next one pay $2.25. ¿Entiendes? Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Good
morning.
Good
morning, my brother, and welcome to the show. Just look at Excuse me, my brother, excuse me, you could please do
and I pass our Chinese, and I think when I ask the Chinese for my receipt, and he said, you're not supposed to give me no receipt. Only pay out. I don't want to legally going down, so big quarrel is there in Chinese, but I couldn't help it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, if the person is not registered with GST, he cannot give you a GST receipt.
But so how you become qualified for register depends on your sales?
Depends on the amount of your sales. But if that person has been determined to, because it's a process, that he sells in excess of such a threshold, such an amount. It says he sells more than $75,000 per year, I think. Then he needs to apply and be a collector of GST for government, because that's what you really are. You are just an intermediary. You collect on behalf of the government of Belize.
Is there a sign that is supposed to stop that here that this establishment is registered?
That's why you have a license. But
and that has to be
good suggestion, because what I would believe that GST should do is that it should put up signs by each one of those stores and says, reminder to the public, please remember to request your receipt.
Yeah, this is.
And if you're not got no receipt, the purchase is free.
Why? Then people that start to rush for the receipt.
That's the only way.
Yeah, that's a good approach.
I remember that when I was going to school, that there was in Texas there was a restaurant that was telling you, if we don't give you a receipt for your purchase, you get something free. Okay?
Yep.
Or if we don't tell you something. So I remember that everybody was so attentive and then somebody slipped and said, hey, you didn't tell me this. So, and he says, oh, I'm sorry. He said, I'm sorry, hell no. Give me something.
Like when
because you had the double to your promise.
Emmanuel, if people get that incentive there, they won't ask you the receipt, boy.
Of course.
And if you don't get receipt, well, the purchase is free.
Or something,
yeah.
Right.
Just call the GST hotline, put it as a toll free that they will call.
But do we have the political will to do something like that? I'm not telling you that is the answer to all the situation, but
well, Emmanuel, it has been a long journey here this morning.
And one that I particularly enjoy because these are issues that affect us as a community. And these are issues that hamper our growth. Because at the end of the day, come to think of it, ladies and gentlemen, come to think of it. I do believe that government gets in excess of $100 million in GST. I don't know the figures. I've never been privileged to get that information. But I do know that government recognizes that they can be doing much more than what they're doing.
Yep.
And it can, what the government does with this is of no consequence to us right now. And should not affect our decision to be to follow the law. But at the end of the day, I'm sure that if government would put in the necessary measures to collect all the GST that it should be collecting, you could easily collect $50 million more. In other words, I believe that up to $50 million, this is my belief, up to $50 million is left in the hands of the intermediary, is left in the hands, and most notably, in the hands of the Chinese businessmen, who are the ones who don't give out receipts.
And that's the people's money.
And that is the people's money. And I don't know how long we are going to be silent and complacent about it. If it were local Belizean people, I would be equally vociferous. I would be equally talking about this thing. But like I said, it's nothing personal against Chinese, and we have to clarify that. Yeah. But enough is enough. But if the Chinese don't give you a receipt, good Lord, man, ask for it.
It's your right because
it's your right.
Money.
It's your right.
Aunque
cuando te lo den, lo tires. No lo tienes que guardar. Pero tú asegúrate que te da el recibo, porque si él no te da el recibo, ese dinero que tú le pagaste, en la bolsa, papá. Eso nobody le debe de ir.
How we can get our receipts when we go to the States or go to Chetamal? You bring your receipt because the customer wants to see your receipt after your purchase, so they can evaluate the duty. Well, Emmanuel, like this court say, if you're struggling and your people just sitting there watching you struggle, then they are not your people. So on that note, I'll ask you that kind permission to take us home, Pa.
Well, I want to thank everybody for participating, and rather, like I said, sticky subject, but one that must be discussed nonetheless. And I want to thank Maurice and Rahim, the backstage doing whatever. Let's take this last call.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to give you a good suggestion.
Tell me.
I want you all to just note and go and stop by the banks and see how many Chinese go and deposit into the bank.
Thank you.
These people do not work for the bank. These people do not help the Belizean economy. You know, they do not deposit, they do not do anything. And if they do, they are doing money laundering right there. Right? Bolido, Lotto, these people do not go to the banks.
No.
Right? So, and then the poor, where the IFU? The IFU is supposed to be investigating these people.
Thank you very much, Carla.
It's simple mathematics and you...
Nada sabiendo.
Something very important that this Carla mentioned, Emmanuel. I could say that I have been to most of the banks and the lending institution here in the country of Belize, and I have never seen one of the people in the bank.
Well, I
would say for you, but I have never seen none of them.
I've seen a number of people.
You know?
And when they do, they deposit big money. But you go to some of them shop right at your farm with cash one check, they tell you, no check, me no deal check.
No bank.
No bank.
Take us home.
That I answer you that. My name is Emmanuel. Muchas gracias por su participación.
I'm Robert Checker Usher, if the good Lord so will. We will be back tomorrow morning. We have some guests coming up in this week, some very important guests that will be having some very important discussion. And remember, we got the 10 to 12 music show coming up right here on this same channel. This show repeats 9 o'clock tonight.
And we'll be back tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. Take care of yourselves, guys.
City Morning Show.